Namaste. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about Marumakkatayam, the topic which is asked to explain. So I'll just explain what is Marumakkatayam and I'll just go through some of the details about it and some of the action that I taken against Marumakkatayam. So that will be discussed in this video. First, just analyze what is the word meaning of Marumakkatayam. Marumakkal is the Malayalam word and it denotes sisters, children is the Marumakkal, right? So the authorship, the power of taking decision were given to sisters, children. How this is possible? Because normally we are living in a society which the father will be the head of the family and father will take the decision, mother will help the father, and after father the son will be take will overtake all the responsibilities of the family, right? Normally this was happening. So how the ladies are getting? So for Marmakatayam, the ladies was the main central main person. She has her role, she has her status, she has her freedom, she has the sexual decisions, sexual freedom, everything will be seen in the Marmakatayam. She has in all in role, she was the taking care of the family. So Marumakkatayam, when we think about, there is a historical background we need to understand. Maybe this was happening from like 13th century or 14th century. Why I'm saying that the European traveler Jordanus had written about matrilineal system in Kerala. So it was there from long time and they were practicing this. Why matrilineal system? Now we need to think about it. So during that time, the we already understood there's a class group. Some are take protector of the society. Some are the ruler of the society. Some are the servants of the society. This where the classes was there, and the Nayars and Iravas were the army men of the society during that time. So from the eighth age, when the boy became 8 year old, he will send to army camp to learn archery and other tricks for using when they were getting attacked or in the war. So the training was happening and all the boys will be sent to the training camp. Now all that is happening in the family will be known by the females in the family, and they has to take care of the family. Sometimes what happens, if the war has come, they won't even come back because they will get no they will get die, or something will happen, and maybe their presence will not be there for the. So ladies had taken the whole power in their hand. And what happens, in order to keep this intact, this has been transferred to the daughter of the family and the daughter's children of the children of the family. This way this was transferring about. The Karanavan will be there, but they are staying the house which they are living, the joint family which they are living, called Tarwad, and they have a Karanavan, the head of the family, who is there to execute whatever the decision was taken by the ladies of the family. So that was there, but still what happens, all the decisions and the propertyship, authorship will be belong to the ladies of the family. This is the understanding of Marumakkatayam. And if you want to just go through the Marumakkatayam, that will be father to son. The authorship will go to father, from father to son. This is the understanding. Okay. Now, Marumakkatayam was there to intact the family, just to get hold in the family, And when we discuss about it, we also has to go through the marriage, the two types of marriage that was there in the Nair family, that is Talikettu Kalyanam and the Sambandham. It's not just Nair, some of the Malabar Muslims also were following it. In India also it was following, as we know that, like, from Kasi, Gora, these tribes were following matriarchal system, and also the places like Meghalaya, Assam, Karnataka also were following this matriarchal system. So this was not something which very unique to Kerala. It was there in the other part of India, but the followings which strictly was there in Kerala. Now Talikettu Kalyanam, when we take about it in detail, we can see that the girl of 12 years, before getting puberty, she will be no, there's a mock marriage, we can say that. Mock marriage, like, the 13 to 20-year-old boy will come, and just do the marriage, they will get married, but there's no guarantee about this marriage, because the girl, whenever feel that there's a need of this stoppage of this relationship, that is possible. And how it's happening, the elder person of the girl's family will just tear a piece of cloth into two parts and shows that this relationship had ended here. Okay, now Thalikettu Kalyana was very much common in many parts of Kerala. Sambandham is after attaining puberty. Here it shows that the girl has the choice of having a partner, and she can choose her partner, and all such things. And what happens, there is no strong bond between the lady and the person she chooses. Mostly this was happening between the higher class Brahmins, or other high class people, to Nair woman, means polyandry. Here it is happening, one woman to many men. And what happens, the children that happened with this relation were considered as something low, because they cannot call their father as father, because there's no responsibility for the person she choose of, so that's way, in a vague way this was practicing. And this was not acceptable to many of the people in the society. Now this Taliket and the Sambandham, all these were becoming a become no, that's not acceptable in the society. So slowly, from the end of the 18th century, there was the discussion to stop the Marumakkatayam, or the Staliketta and the Sambandham. There was a discussion about it, and British rulers, they had took the interest to learn more about it, because they were following the patriarchal system, father to son policies, right? And the ladies are enjoying all these things, so they studied a lot about it, and they had found some of the drawbacks in that. And as the time progresses, a lot of establishments had happened, the people go to the education purpose and all such things, so that these traditional practices will get, they had get some of the drawbacks and all. So slowly what happens, when the Travancore Act, which made for Nayars, Travancore Nayar Act from 1912-1925, and Cochin Nayar Act in 1920, there says that Sambandham is illegal and broke the matriarchal system of inheritance. But what happens, traditions are tradition, and some people will not leave it. They still followed. They still followed in the sense, the Nayars especially, they didn't give up they didn't give up this idea of all this matriarchal system and all such things. So after independence, and there the act came on 1975. It says that in 1975, what happens? The act they had maken that banned matriarchal system has been banned. There is no possible by the Kerala legislature. This way, the matriarchal system has got back. Now, some of the case study I will explain. The case study says that many times it says that ladies are getting all freedom, ladies are taking the authorship of the family and all such things. But most of the time, by keeping the ladies in front, the men only were acting as the authority. They are just the dummies who are standing in front of the men, and the men were planning all the needs of the society. And some of the marriages and the forceful marriages are all reported, and shows that this was illegally happening. And many of the sambandha relationship were between nayars and the higher caste people were also came to know that it was not according to the secure of society and all such things. So the matriarchal system, if we want to if those who want to read it in a detailed manner, they can read Padmanabha Menon's book of the history of India. And I'll share the other books in the description, so you all can read about in detail. But we need to understand that matriarchal system has been banned in 1975-76 Act. So matriarchal system is something which was practicing, and now it is not there, um, and it was not that fair that was happening to ladies, though they were the power of the family. Thank you.